Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the Rove and California Dreams Bush Trip and all that good jazz. We're doing leg 11 today from Columbia to Buchanan Field. Let's go. All right, let's get going. Nothing to stop us but fear itself. And of course the sky falling on our head. So let's go up and meet the sky head on. What do we want? 2:44 for 2 minutes 5 seconds. Job bus. Job bus. Is there a runway? Awesome. 2:44. Guess we can start our clock. Oh, how green this area is. Hello, little resort and big mansion hiding in the trees. What are you doing there? Illuminati guest house, hunting lodge. No doubt. What is that trim doing? There we go, that's much better. New Melones Lake. Melones? The lake. After taking to the sky from Columbia Airport, head nearly due west to New Melones Lake, one of the largest reservoirs in this part of the Sierra Nevada. Oh, is it this whole thing? Is it this whole thing? Yeah, I think so. Google tells me it's this whole thing. So where's the actual waypoint then, bush trip designer? Huh? I guess we'll just turn when... I don't know. When we're in the main part of it. Doesn't really look like there's much of a main part of it, really. Another quarry that just decided to just rip nature apart in full view of everything, tearing a big hole in the world. A new world hole. Lol. I think we can probably level off a bit, don't you? Don't you? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and all of that nonsense. Do what you want. Don't listen to me. I ain't your mum. Yes, yes, so we've done 2 minutes. Do we do wait to 2 minutes or 5? We haven't been going full speed, really. Give it a bit more. We'll give it a bit more. We're over the Robinson's Ferry State Historical Marker 276. I haven't seen the Robinson's Ferry State Historical Markers 1 to 275. Alright, next turn is 247 for 423. It's might as well choose the turn. It's not much of one. Start our clock. Great Central Valley View. I think the Central Valley is great, not the view, although the view's probably great as well. Pass over the foothills of the western Sierra Nevada to get a grand view of the Great Central Valley of California, one of the most agriculturally productive regions on the planet and one of its largest valleys. Can't be. They always talk about how all the food comes from the red states, not the blue states. Surely. Don't tell me California could be self-sufficient. Oh my God, don't tell anyone that. California, what is it, like the third largest economy in the world? Not just country. A state of America is the third largest economy in the world. Or 4th or 10th or something, doesn't really matter. They're up there. And I'm pretty sure they could secede and no worries. And yet they don't. They spread that wealth to the rest of America and they all hate them for it. Anyway, enough ranting. What's that got to do with flying? What's flying around the world and looking things got to do with what's going on in the world? Absolutely nothing. This town below us on the left here, Copperopolis. What a great name. Copperopolis. Got a friend in the sky above us. Hello, friend. Why are we still climbing? I don't understand. We're at, like, it just doesn't matter. This plane makes its decisions on its whim when it decides to. Now we're going to plummet. I've done 1% more and we're going to plummet. So again, not much of a waypoint, just a view, a place to look at the view. Seems a bit odd. Oh, just to our left, Copperopolis TV wall mounting. Shout out to them. If you need your TV wall mounted and you're in the Copperopolis area, go down Highway 4. I can thoroughly recommend them. I can thoroughly recommend them. Having flown over them virtually, yeah, what more could you need for a 5-star recommendation? Suddenly we've got some level flight. Look, I'm just going to take my hand off the controller for a bit, see what's going on. Kind of listing to the left. So a little tap like that. Now we go into the drone. Ah, lovely. Hope that it stays level for a bit. We always live in hope. Through the clouds, over the hills and the dales and the rivers and the lakes and the people and the things and the waves. And the waves and the whatnots. We're definitely turning now. There we go. Go on plane. Let's get back to 247. We've nearly done 423. Definitely looks like farmland. Yeah, can't deny that one. But I was suggesting you would deny that one, but I might try to descend a little bit. Let's just trim down a little bit and power down a little bit. We've done our 423, so let's go 250. Plain direction basically. With 614. Stockton. Continue over Stockton, a city rich in history rooted in agriculture and an important island port which connects to the Pacific Ocean through the Sacramento-San Joaquin River Delta region. Bravo. Sounds fascinating. Sounds super amazing, John. What can you tell us about what happens next? Yeah, no more towns. Everything's turned into roads that are straight. All the fields delineated in grids. Out of nowhere, nothing. Brilliant. You've got to love it, really, don't you? Look at this one cloud getting in the road of our beautiful view. How dare ye? How dare ye, one cloud? Fields below? It almost looks like a cemetery. Could be, I suppose. Google doesn't give me any clues to that. It doesn't really look like... What, I mean, maybe just smaller crops. More, you know, I don't know, what's the word? More prestige crops? It's not the word, but You know, you need large fields for you know, for corn and wheat and whatnot, but maybe just you don't need so much for saffron or something. You do a little tiny mini fields. What is this? A field for ants? I mean, the scenery has completely changed. This is amazing. This is amazing. Some missing texture stuff going over there on the right. Certainly not. Oh, actually, I was going to say it's not what I see on Google, but it is actually. Again, I feel like it's been something that's blurred out, maybe. And right next to it is Linden Gun Range. Welcome to America. Just off Copperopolis Road. Actually, it's a town called Peters. I wonder why it's... What? No, it's all fuzzy. Peters must be a military base or something. Well, the mayor just like, I don't want no Google seeing our town. The gummies may come and get us. They'll use the Googles to do it. But we're ready. All of our men are down at the Linden Gun Range, training. We'll be ready. When they fire their drones at us from 10, 15, 30,000 feet, it'll be blown up, because I don't know why you would think you could take on a modern military these days if you yourself were not also a modern military. Again, politics. Let's not get into it. Something Ukraine, Russia. Not exactly plummeting to Earth, are we? There we go. Let's get a bit more dissension going. No, that's not the right word. But I'm spelling it descent, D-E-S-C-E-N-T-I-O-N, not D-I-S-S-L-E, you know what I'm saying. This isn't a spelling bee. You know, sure, the word might be descending, but why? Why use the right word? Dude, we're arriving in a big city, apparently. El Rancho Inn, steak and lobster. Old surf and turf. There we go. What town is this? Well, it's where we're headed. I haven't even read out. Stockton. Continue over Stockton, a city rich in history, rooted in agriculture and important... No, I read that. No, I did read that. I know it was like 20 minutes ago, or 6 minutes ago. But I'd already forgotten that I read that. Yes, Stockton. It's all coming back to me now. Stockton. No, it's gigantic. It's actually huge. We've got a pick and pull. We've got a Garden Acres. That's the name of the suburb. Kennedy suburb. Shout out to the folks of Kennedy Stockton. How you doing, fellas and ladies? Children's Museum. Stockton Metropolitan Airport. You can just see it through the haze here underneath our left wing. Stockton Airport. We ain't landed in Stockton. We're heading through to, well, Buchanan Field, but it actually says it's west of the city of Concord. So we're really heading to Concord. Good old Concord. There's a racetrack there. A huge industrial section. Okay. Yeah. Apparently a seaport. I just don't get that. I guess, you know, there is a river there, obviously. It would connect through to the ocean, but why would you put the port here? Why wouldn't you just put the port down to the ocean? Probably for very good reasons. Don't ask me why. Because I don't know city planning. beyond having played SimCity back in the day, you know? Man, now I've got a hankering to play SimCity. Beautiful. Beautiful, nice and detailed. I was going to say might almost be photogrammetry. There's something over near the river there, I thought, but I doubt it. Anyway, we've done our time. We're over Stockton, so let's go 272 for 8 minutes, 8 sections. 8 seconds. Sherman Island. Sherman Island? Pass over the southern delta region to Sherman Island, where the Sacramento River of the northern Central Valley and the San Joaquin River of the southern Central Valley meet. They have... See, like that factory just going off screen down the bottom there, that looks photogrammetry. Interesting. Even... I mean, it's a big city, but, you know, have they photogrammetried most of the big cities in America? That'd be amazing. I don't see why not. The way the technology works, you should be able to... Anywhere people have taken photos, you should be able to have a photogrammetry effort going. Maybe you're not allowed to use personal photos as data input, and so you have to actually get places where Bing themselves have gone and photographed everything. Don't know. Who knows? Just crossing over Highway 4 now. Just to our left, there's Competitive Concrete. Not just any old concrete company, it's a competitive one. They will shoot their rivals down if they're losing. They will do anything to win your contract. Competitive Concrete. Love it. Love it. Mountains over there. This is, you know, dude, where'd this come from? Suddenly totally different. Amazing. Amazing. This is like leg 10 and I think there's, no, leg 11 and there's 13, so 2 to go. Then decisions need to be made, let me tell you. The next bush trip, or the nearest one, I think is over in the Appalachians, so right on the East Coast. Gonna have to traverse all of America to get to the next bush trip. Gonna be fantastic. Gonna go on a road trip in the air. That's what the Rove is, really. Let's call it a Cross American road trip in the air. The Cross American Road. We have been gradually descending this whole time. Vaguely. Very vaguely. We have done 3 minutes. Of 8 minutes. We got over there on the left there, a bunch of things made into the water. Oh, it's a country club. It says golf. What, the golf holes are all through the water? No, that's probably the resort where people live, and then there's a golf club next to it, I would think. Anyway, let's not speculate. Either that or they've built the golf course in and around the actual water, so there's more water than golf course. Wouldn't that be a shit of a one to play? Water, water everywhere. We're heading... It's hard to see, but it looks like we're heading into another city here. I don't know where this Sherman Island is. Somewhere in 4 minutes though, so, you know, probably one of those islands out there. Probably one of them. This is another city on our left that's gradually coming into focus. Hooger Barge Waterfront Bar and Grill. Now that sounds lovely. And you've got the Delta Coves in the right there, and more, you know, juts out into a waterway thing where they've probably got houses and resort style living. Where you can sit on your balcony and enjoy the water. Just like what we've got below us here as well. Lakeside Park, apparently. Interesting. Very cool. I rate it a lot. Very nice. I can't figure out what town this is though. Just a bunch of towns around. No names that I recognise. Interesting. There you go. We've just got like Oakley and Bridgehead and Brentwood. All these Los Angeles names as well. Antioch. There you go. That's where we're at apparently. Like we're going to Sherman Island. See Sherman Lake, that's basically this large bit of water in front of us. Winter Island, West Island, Smith's Landing Seafood Grill. Sherman Island County Park. Okay, so this thing on our right must be Sherman Island. We're not quite actually directly heading towards it. Yeah, this must be Sherman Island. It doesn't actually say that, but Sherman Lake's just in front of it. And there is a Sherman Island County Park, which is this park just below us right now. Which is behind the plane. Certainly not directly below us, but behind the plane. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Why am I climbing now? Plane, what are you doing? The trimming, it does nothing, like the goggles. And we've nearly done our time as well, so I'm going to wait till we're just over the island. A little town on the island called Gordonsville. Maybe that's a shop, I don't know. It might be a shop, it's got a marker on it. The town names don't have markers on it. Basically over the island. We've basically done our time, so let's go 242 the 336 Buchanan Field. Skirt the northern boundaries of the cities of Antioch and Pittsburgh and land at Buchanan Field Airport just west of the city of Concord. I don't think that's the famous Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh's in Illinois, right? Am I wrong about that? I might be. So it's a Pittsburgh. And then, yeah, okay, so this is Antioch. That was one of the names I saw there. This didn't seem very big. It wasn't the largest name. There you go, Antioch. Isn't that some kind of ancient Sumerian town or whatever? I don't know what Antioch is. Some kind of biblical place. And we're doing 336 till we find some airport down here. Probably beyond those. Let's see what the picture shows us. I can't see any water. I can see these low hills though. Yeah, almost very much likely to be the other side of these low hills. I think the picture is showing me the other side. Look at these industrial zones, bro. That is a lot of industry going on. Lovely. Football field. Probably a big mall next to it. The mall is bigger than the football field. Gas cylinder things. Hills. Little creek river kind of thing going on. It almost might be a train line. Ah, I love it. I love seeing how things are laid out. Imagining people living there. I mean, just pick any one of those little houses across next to that highway there and just imagine that person's life. You know, suburbia, here in Antioch, Northern California. Nice hills on the left. You can do some hiking. You've got a river on the right. Do some boating. Far from the ocean, presumably, if you want to go to the beach. Living the life, bro. Oh, we're about to go over a Safeway. We can do your shopping. And a McDonald's opposite the Safeway. Oh, you have lunch there. Get a bit of Macca's into you. And then the church just down the road. Do a bit of praying. In Bay Point. We're in Bay Point now. And yeah, and then keep following this road. We've got Diablo Creek Golf Course. So once we finish praying, we can start swearing while we hit a stupid ball around. This is the life, Stimpy. Meanwhile, we should have found this airport by now. I do not see it. Can I see it on the Googles at all? Is that an airport over there? There's a drive-in. Go watch a movie at the drive-in. That's not an airport. I mean, it's a big airport. I'm looking at the picture. It's a giant concrete airport. We should be able to see it. It should be bloody obvious, in fact. It sort of feels like there's an airport in front of us. I just cannot, for the life of me, see a runway. Gotta be it, right? Yeah, Buchanan Field Airport, past that road. So that's definitely the airport. But where's the runway, bro? It's there. There's like 1,000 taxiways and a really tiny runway in amongst it all. Oh, there's 2 runways, in fact. Can't see that on the picture, to be honest. Right, let's get the flaps down. And get ourselves down. On the ground. Visit Concord. Let's say Concord. Oh yeah, there's Concord. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that's photogrammetry as well. Jesus, that's photogrammetry even on tiny, well, relatively tiny little cities like this. It's incredible. Alright, let's see how we're looking. If we can find one of these runways. Bit of jerkiness. But there's a runway there, but there's also a runway here. Yeah, okay, there's 2 runways. I'll use this one. In theory. In theory. In theory, we'll use it. Over some fields. Over some kind of, I don't know, walking around park kind of thing. On the left looks like a cemetery. Very rare that you see cemeteries. I don't know why. I think you'd see more. Here we go. In we go. Maybe it's... Oh, that's the drive-in, is it? That's the drive-in! You've even got the drive-in there. There it is, the screen. Fucking hell, that's the best thing I've ever seen. That's the best thing I've ever seen in this game. You could see the drive-in. Bro. Incredible. Incredible. I was talking about the drive-in and there it was, right next to the airport. Boom. Beautiful. You can't deny it wasn't. Well, you could. You can do whatever you want. Deny all you want, I don't care, but I think that's beautiful. And that drive-in, that was so cool. Alright, leg 11. Welcome to Concord. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching, thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.